Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our technical English class for grade 11. We are still in Unit 7, Services. Our topic today is Reporting to Clients 1 on page 54 of the course book. Now, let's take a look at the objectives. We have two objectives in this lesson. Number one, identify ideas for safer skyscrapers from a diagram. Number two, write down the purpose of each idea. So let's start with the vocabulary. We have skyscraper. We have parachute, beam, column, sprinkler, sky bridge, fireproof, and the last one, fire drill. Now we will take a look at them one by one. Now, what can you see in this picture? You can see very tall modern buildings. They are called skyscrapers. A skyscraper is a very tall modern building, usually in a city. Our next word is parachute. This is a parachute. A parachute is a piece of equipment fastened to the back of people who jump out of planes, which makes them fall slowly and safely to the ground. Moving on to our next word, we have beam and column. Now, look at this picture here. This ones here, the horizontal ones, they are called beams, and the vertical ones are called columns. A beam is a long piece of wood, metal, or concrete used to support weight in a building. And a column is a tall, solid, upright post used to support a building or as decoration. Moving on to our next word, we have this. What can you see in this picture? We can see a device spraying water in order to put out a fire. This device is called a sprinkler. A sprinkler is a device used to spray water. Sprinklers are used to water plants or grass or to put out fires in buildings. Our next word is this. What can you see here? You can see two skyscrapers connected by a covered walkway. This covered walkway is called a sky bridge. It's a covered walkway between buildings. Great. Moving on to our next word, we have fireproof. A building, a piece of cloth, etc. that is fireproof cannot be badly damaged by flames. Great. Our last word here is fire drill. A fire drill is an occasion when people pretend that a building is burning and practice leaving it so that they learn what to do if there's a real fire. If you remember, we do have fire drills at school. Great. Great. We will be looking at ideas to make tall buildings safer. Now, pause the video and think about ways that tall buildings can be made safer. How can architects make tall buildings safer in fires or other emergencies? Great. Now, open your course book to page 54. Look at the diagram and read the information on it. These are ideas to make tall buildings safer. For example, we have fireproof lift, wider stairs. Now, each idea has a purpose. Your task is to complete this table with this table. Your task is to complete this table with the ideas and their purposes. Now pause the video and try to complete the table. Great. Now let's check some of the answers. We have fireproof ceiling. The purpose is to prevent the fire from spreading to other areas and floors. And we have the control center, which is away from the building. And the purpose is so that the controllers can operate safely away from the affected building. And then fire drills. Fire drills are done so that everyone is aware about what to do and where to go in the event of a fire. And then we have wider doors. We have wider doors because this will allow maximum number of people to escape quickly. And the next one we have sensors. Why do we have sensor? What's the purpose of having a sensor? To detect changes in temperature and warn people about fire. And then we have magnetic shaft, which is to allow people to jump down magnetic shafts. And the last one we have here, we have stronger sprinklers. Of course, this is to make sure that there is continual sprinkling of water on the fire. There's still about 5 more. Try to write down the purposes of the ideas. This is the end of this lesson. Thank you very much for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.